Welcome back to another on the rest of the debate and to another edition of Raw out of 10. It's a big show today. It's of course the first Raw since WrestleMania Backlash, and we've got the beginning of the World Heavyweight Championship tournament. So yeah, there's lots going on. We're building tonight of champions, which actually isn't far away. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Cody Rhodes came out and kicked off this week's show. He celebrated his win against the Beast and then pointed to the heavyweight title. Cody said he was going to walk away as a new champion as we headed for our first match. And yeah, obviously, we saw what happened later in the show. Yeah, I think it's kind of always expected. We'll get to that later. But yeah, just a good pot of Cody's kickoff Raw. And yeah, that's what it was already about, to be honest. Damian Priest was then backstage and said Bad Bunny needs the help of the whole island's taken down. He planned to secure the new title and bring it to the Judgment Day, so just another person putting forward their case as to why they should win it. And yeah, Damian Priest was involved in the first match, as was Seth Rollins and Nakamura, so let's get straight into it now. Priest went after Nakamura early on before getting some elbow strikes on Rollins as well. Shinsuke came back with a big suplex before getting Damian with a running knee and a guillotine knee drop. Nakamura then dodged some big moves and went for a diving strike, but missed as Rollins took the reverse STA from Damian before Nakamura locked in a sleeper on Seth. Damian tried for the Razor's Edge but missed before getting caught in a knee bar from Nakamura. Seth went for the frog splash and hit it on both opponents before getting a win on Nakamura. And yeah, a really good match to kick us off. Seth Rollins, I think, was always going to be a likely winner here, so no shocks with that. But yeah, all three of them, of course, it's going to lead to a good match, and that's exactly what it was. And yeah, I think did all three of them really good, especially Seth winning, obviously. But yeah, being in such a high-profile match. So yeah, on the whole, this was really, really good stuff. And yeah, gets 7 out of 10 from me. The next match on Raw was Mustafa Ali versus Otis. Ali went for a sleeper hold early, but Otis broke him out with it. Ali then got a drop kick in before Otis took him down with a tackle and got the military press before hitting a big lariat. Maxine and Chad Gable were both trying to get Otis' attention before Ali sidestepped a big spear and sent Otis into the ring post. Mustafa followed that with a 450 splash and picked up the win. And yeah, it gets 6 out of 10 from me. Obviously, with the stuff going on at ringside, it's all leading to a big blow-off between Alpha Academy and MMM, which is going to be great when it comes around. But good win for Ali. Hopefully, they start to see some good stuff with him soon. But yeah, just good here, 6 out of 10. It's then time for our next round of the Heavyweight Championship Tournament. Cody versus Balor versus The Miz. Rhodes was in control early on and got some big drop kicks, followed by a suplex to Balor on top of The Miz for a near fall. Balor then took a big scoop powerbomb from Rhodes before Cody missed his disaster kick. Miz came in with some DDT before Balor missed the coup de grace. Miz got the skull crushing finale on Balor, but Cody broke up the pin. Cody got the crossroads, but Miz tried to steal the pin. Rhodes then got another crossroads in the ring before Brock Lesnar came out and took him out with an F5. Balor came in with a coup de grace on Miz and picked up the win. After the match, Brock sent Cody through the announcer's desk and said he wants to fight a Night of Champions. Cody was knocked out and Brock answers who the coward was now before dropping the mic on him and walking out. And yeah, this was really good stuff. Continued the feud, which I think is good. Keeps Cody out of the world title picture because really he should be the one to dethrone Roman, if anything. So yeah, it gets a 7 out of 10 for me. This all worked really nicely, I have to say. So yeah, good stuff. Next up on Raw, it was Rhea Ripley versus Dana Brooke. Dana went after the champ with a dropkick right off the bat, but Rhea took her down and hit some big moves as the match went on. Brooke came back with a bulldog, but was caught and dropped off a dive. Rhea then got a botched riptide before locking in a submission and making Dana tap out. After the match, Rhea hit another riptide and knocked in the hole once more as Natalya came down to confront her. They stared down in the ring before the champ retreated. And yeah, this gets a 5 out of 10 for me. The match was kind of a bit nothing. There's a bit of a botch in there as well, which is a shame. And yeah, the stuff with Natalya as well. I don't know. I just don't care about Natalya. Unfortunately, yeah, I don't know, they just haven't done anything with her for so long, it's just impossible to care. And yeah, I hate to say it, but Ripley's title reign maybe not starting off on the best note, but yeah, hopefully improves. Imperium then took on Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn on Raw. Kaiser and Zayn kicked off the match, and after the champs were in control early on, after a break, Owens was unloading on Kaiser before hitting a big slam on, dropping him on the apron with a lariat. KO then got sent on before Vinci broke up the pin. The tag was made to Vinci and he took out Sami from the apron before Kaiser came in for a double team. Kaiser then took the stunner and went over the ropes before Sami was tagged in and came in with a haluva kick on Vinci for the win. And yeah, it gets a 7 out of 10 from me. Yeah, good match, I have to say. This one, Kevin and Sami getting a win, which is obvious one. But yeah, I don't know, still a really competitive match and potentially even something down the line with Gunther. I'd definitely love to see that, so it gets 7 out of 10 for me. Sonya and Chelsea were then getting petition to sign for a title rematch, saying it was the Ocean or something. And they approached the Gargano family and Indy called in Dexter, who gave the Devon Greens a thumb down. So yeah, a bit of an entertaining segment there. But it's then time for Zoe Stark and her in-ring debut on Monday Night Raw. And she went after Nikki Cross with a that to kick things off and kicked her down in the corner. Zoe got a dive on the ropes before getting near fall off a strike to the face. Nikki dodged some big moves and got a drop kick before getting the splash in the corner. Nikki went up the ropes, but Stark dragged her down and hit a super kick and hit the Z360 and picked up the win. And yeah, gets 6 out of 10 from me. Good first debut for Nikki Cross, definitely, which is obviously a good thing. But yeah, I mean, Zoe Stark, I don't know, I'm interested to see what she can do on Monday Night Raw. For Nikki, yeah, do a bit more with her, please. I hope she isn't just in a role to put people over. But yeah, good debut for Zoe Stark, and like I say, it's nice to see what she can do. Xavier Woods and Akira Tozawa then ran into Rhea Ripley and Dominic match stage. Woods ended up booking a match against Dom as Raw continued. Before Trish Stratus was out next and made fun of Becky Lynch, who was missing. She said that Raw was her show and Becky shouldn't come back. We then got Lynch's music and Trish acted surprised, but then laughed because it was a joke. Trish then talked about how her own daughter wanted to name her doll. Becky Lynch said she was a big fan. Lynch's music hit a second time and she showed up from behind and took down Trish. Becky was yelling at her as Trish retreated. And yeah, this was a good little setup. This kind of worked. Great to see Becky back on Monday Night Raw. And yeah, this feud, I'm definitely up for it. So yeah, good stuff. Xavier Woods v Dominic Mysterio was the next match. Dominic started off strong, but took a diving crossbody before he was sent outside and hit the ring steps on the way down. Back after a break, Woods got a big clothesline and a DDT before getting a near fall. Dom came back with a lariat on his own and tried for a pin before trying for a move from the apron, but Woods tripped him up. Woods then got the rope assist and missed a drop kick from up high before Ripley dragged on the elbow drop. Dominic then came back and after the distraction rolled Woods up for the sudden win. And yeah, it gets 6 out of 10 from me. I don't know, it's a decent enough match. Good win for Dominic. But yeah, to be honest, it kind of just felt there. We're not much to it. So yeah. Veer, Sangre and Jinder then cut a promo and Zayn are coming to Raw. Jesus Christ. The Miz was still trying to get Shinsuke Nakamura to team up with him before Nakamura challenged him to a match next week. And backstage, Raquel and Morgan signed Deville and Green's position for a tag title rematch before they made fun of the chance. And Cody's emotional about his loss in the title tournament and said he accepted Brock's challenge. So yeah, like we all expected. Seth Rollins then took on Finn Balor in the final of the World Heavyweight Tournament. I don't know why they're doing one half for Raw, one half for SmackDown. I thought this title was for Raw, but there we go. That's beside the point. The match was outside early on, and Seth got a sling blade on the floor before Rollins hung him up on the ropes and powerbombed him onto the barricades. After a break on Raw, Balor took a super kick to the face before they took each other out with kicks to the head. Rollins then got a suplex, but Balor countered a Falcon Arrow for the 1916 for a near fall. Balor was bleeding from the face and unloaded on Seth with kicks in the corner, even though he was trying to take out the ref when he tried to stop him. Balor missed a pedigree and took a pedigree for a near fall. Rollins then went for the stomps before finally picking up the win. And yeah, it gets a 8 out of 10 for me. This was a really good match. Enjoyed the story as well, all the way back from 2016, obviously, and everything that went down there. So yeah, it all worked really well, I have to say. Great match, and yeah, I can't wait for Seth Rollins to win the belt, to be honest. 8 out of 10. Overall, Raw this week gets a 7 out of 10 from me. Yeah, I mean, a good show this week, I thought. Really enjoyed the heavyweight title tournament. And yeah, the Becky Trish stuff was good throughout the show. Yeah, just good stuff inbound, really. So yeah, 7 out of 10. And definitely looking forward to the build for Night of Champions. So yeah, good stuff. But anyway, guys, that's it, really. Thanks very much for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Next, what's going on? Follow the show, daily wrestling news, and subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.